took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders.
Let's go, baby.
No. 319. Oh, you got deep? 319.
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
X3, 218, chopper.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Switch.
319.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments of linemen to get up to the second level.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. They'll run it with Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go, dude. Here I come.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Zoom. Come get some. Yeah, Lynn, come get some. He don't want it. He can get it.
To throw is Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Bang, bang. 6-6, bullet high.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Get that ball. Come on.
Kill.
Hey, 88. Hey, Delta.
From the 17, Rodgers to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 2nd down, it's Jones, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Rush in.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Equanimous St. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Let's go.
At their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tackles.
They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
80 weapons. 694. Express.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
It's 3rd down.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
29.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time, we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards that time.
Let's go. Check, check. Fresno. Hey, pick 26. Alert 3.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Come on, D.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers 7, Raiders nothing.
Blue 58. Get your swerve on. Plant. Motion. 57 to 15.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
318.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Over. Check 4.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Here we go. Check 9.
Hey, watch that.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 4-yard line.
They come out here in the eye.
Watch the run.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20, 10, and all all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 40. And they try to sweep to Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
319. Hey, come on, no, come on, no.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
50.
Safety's creeping.
50. 399.
Now on 2nd and 16. Rodgers trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A pass complete here to Conley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And an alley to run. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Card out a throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they're going to have lousy starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 6-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll try the right side with Jones. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. But now here's a deep shot that's complete, and he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half, a second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
He holds it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes, and the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Monday, down. 180. Yep. Watch the twist. 93. Kill. Hey, turn it out. Big ass. Right down. Whip.
Carr on first down. Looking downfield for Jones. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Now, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
A gain of 6 there on first. Running right, Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
You block over here. Hey, box truck. 57 to Mike. There we go. Boxing. Hey, take 26.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Rodgers to throw again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. The clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Check, 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 check. Jim, 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 Jim.
This time they stay on the ground, and they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. Fielded at the 20. A great return there of 22 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make, because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 2nd and 11 now. Carr, that's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Throwing on first down is Carr. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
25, check 25, check 25.
Check 24, check 24.
Hey, Mike, 26. Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
57's Mike, Mike 57.
You ain't looking at
Throwing now is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Crosby for the point after. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A big play that time for the Raiders. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 23 yards on the play. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Throwing now is Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Chris Conley, his fourth touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will get him one closer. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Rodgers now to throw. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. These two franchises, very rich histories. This game, of course, part of the NFL 100 series. But the meeting that really sticks out from way back when is 1968 Super Bowl II, which at the time was known as the AFL-NFL World. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Let's go. Hey, 7:34. He's coming. We got no Chief. Tighten up. Express.
From the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
You better talk to your boy. Have him protect you.
A 7-yard loss.
Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the Pack up on 3rd and long.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Kill, kill, kill. Yeah, Liz. Jump out.
Mike's 57's Mike.
Hey, black. I'm coming. Check 3, check. All right. Watch twist.
Throwing is Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Eric Harris who picks it, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down and 9.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
734, 26, check 26, check 52, check 43, check nickel.
Shotgun now for Carr. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Carr now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Hey, 88. Hey, Alpha. Back to north. 57. Here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Defense all day. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Take 30.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
2 yards. It's 4th down.
Run right.
57's the money.
Take 30. Hey, orbit.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Hey, take 26. 18. Teammate.
Check it back. Bang, bang.
It's a room to maneuver, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. A big play that time for the Raiders. 48 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. To throw his car. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always...
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This is taken at his 4. Elsewhere, Ford Field. They're into the 4th quarter now. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A pass complete here to Conley, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Raiders first down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Carr, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Carr to throw. It's caught. Jones. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. Now Carr to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Packers take over.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he's got room. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the 20-yard line.
Come to my work. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.